What's going on, boys and girls? It's your boy Jalen or Dontavius, and I want to give you guys just my first kind of reaction to the Bunny Girl anime. I love the internet. I'm gonna say that because with internet has this infinite array of information on everything, and also what comes with the internet is creators, and creators give the good word. And the cool thing about the anime creators is that they always, let you know what the good thing is to watch and what's on, what's the flavor of the season and the best of the year and etc. And so a huge shout out to Tristan for bringing this anime up to me from his video. Tristan from Glass Reflection. Man, I am a sucker for this kind of show, and it hurts a little bit because this kind of show has the best kind of characters. And with Sukata and the girl, I forget her name, excuse me, but Mai. The two main characters, Mai and Sukata, I love them. I love their dialogue. She reminds me a lot like a soft version of Shinjo Gohara. Let me show you guys. And I am a sucker for Hitagi. And something too that is not really, brought up too often is how good a strong female character is, especially when they're the protagonist. But when they're in a role where this is like this co-protagonist scenario, they have to do really well. And it's really easy to have ladies fall into a random stereotype. Like this girl is a tsundere, but she's not like a aggressive tsundere. She's very naive, and she doesn't like act like she's better than everyone, but she knows she is of a high tier. She's beautiful or whatever. And the guy reminds me a lot like the guy from that Classroom. Gosh, his name was Aya Konoji or something like that, from the Classroom of the Elite. And he reminds me of that guy, which I love that guy too. But that guy's a little more deadpan. This guy, Sukata, has a little more personality. And something that's kind of rough when I watch this is because you kind of want the show to be more lighthearted with the whole overarching theme of the adolescent syndrome. It's hard to not feel for these characters, especially when you get attached to them very quick. And it's very quick. I've only watched 3 episodes so far, and I could tell the next episode kind of leads into like another character. But these first 3 episodes, so good, so good. The thing that I love about anime is that if you watch it and you're able to apply yourself, or you're able to stick yourself in that situation, that is the best kind of show. And with anime, obviously the world doesn't have any range of limitations. Except for the world itself, but in terms of like anime world compared to our world, they're not correlative in terms of like what's restrictive in both worlds. And what I mean by that is that in this show, the girl is being forgotten. And it's crazy because that's oddly similar to when you die or when somebody important leaves you. And it shows, and especially in this show, how having somebody important around you is very important to have. Even if everybody in the world forgets about you and you have that one person, that's all you need. I tweeted the other day, if you haven't followed me on Twitter already, follow me at Dontavius. I tweeted the other day, I was like, one important connection is infinitely more important than 100,000 superficial fake connections. And so this girl in the first 2 episodes, Mai, she was doing just fine with the guy. It's almost as if you didn't really, like, you knew there was an overarching problem, but it wasn't weighing that heavy on the situation. It was heavy, don't let me get me wrong. I'm not naive. I understand the situation was terrible, but what I'm trying to say is that it could have been a lot worse if it wasn't for the MC being with her. I really appreciate that. And the reason I wanted to make this video specifically is because there's a time where if somebody is really important to you and you have to, let's make it simpler. Let's say you're in a relationship and you guys break up. It's really hard for each person, if they still care about each other, to just drift off away. And a lot of people, especially after relationships, want to be like friends right after the relationship. They do that because they don't want to feel like the person who was that important to them just disappeared from their life. And that's definitely what I felt when I was watching this, because I've seen that, I've been through it, where you've known somebody like so well and they leave, and you try your best to kind of cling on to that person. You stalk them or whatever on social media, and you try to see how they're doing and if they're thinking about you. But the fear of you totally disappearing or becoming irrelevant to that person is very strong. In this show, the bunny girl, it definitely made me think about that a lot. Lighthearted about the video, and I'm not gonna make it too long. I just love the dialogue, and the reason I bring up Senpai is because she had probably the best dialogue from a lead lady in anime that I've ever seen, probably. And this girl, Mai, does the same, and it's almost even more flavor. And I said a soft version of Hitagi because Hitagi was so aggressive. This girl, she's like a girl you'd meet that actually has a personality. And and I say that because, anyway, a lot of girls don't have personalities and they're like everybody else, but same thing with guys or whatever. That's kind of like my first thoughts on the show, kind of how I'm feeling. I've already shed a tear or two when, it was like she was about to be forgotten and she was laying there and she's like, what if I like just start trembling and I'm sad about everything? Like, that's like, everyone's been through that. And she's literally going through it to where people in front of her literally can't see her. But anyway, the show, no matter what happens to it after these next whatever episodes, I think there's 12. These first 3 episodes, definitely so good. It gets a so good rating. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't watched Bunny Girl, please watch it. Great dialogue, great 2 characters. Great scenario, and even the first 3 episodes is almost like an OVA in itself. But I really enjoyed it. I hope this show keeps momentum, and maybe I'll make a whole review on it, maybe. Who knows? This has been your boy Dontavius with another anime review video or whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.